my friends, holds the key to unlocking the fullest expression of your divine potential. And that message is this: the secret to achieving your greatest goals, your deepest desires, and your most profound fulfillment lies not in the external world, not in the opinions or actions of others, but within the boundless expanse of your own being. You see, so often in this world, we are conditioned to look outward, to seek validation and approval from those around us, to base our sense of self-worth on the judgments and perceptions of others. We are told that in order to be successful, in order to be happy, in order to be worthy, we must conform to the expectations and standards set by society, by our peers, by those who hold power and influence. But I'm here to tell you today, my friends, that this is a lie. A pernicious and destructive lie that has robbed countless individuals of their true power, their authentic expression, and their ability to create the life of their dreams. You see, the truth is that the only person whose opinion truly matters, the only perspective that holds the key to your transformation, is your own. When you free yourself from the shackles of external validation, when you turn your gaze inward and commit yourself to the pursuit of your own highest vision, that is when the true magic begins to unfold. That is when you tap into the limitless wellspring of creativity, of vision, and of unwavering determination that lies at the very core of your being. Make no mistake, my friends, this is no easy task. It requires a level of self-awareness, of courage, and of unwavering commitment that many are simply not willing to embrace. For in order to truly focus on yourself, to become the sole architect of your own reality, you must be willing to let go of the comforting illusion of control, to relinquish the notion that you can shape the world around you through the actions of others. You must be willing to face the deep-seated fears, the self-doubts, and the limiting beliefs that have been shaping your reality for far too long. You must be willing to confront the very core of your being, to strip away the layers of conditioning and programming that have been obscuring your true essence. And I know that this can be a daunting and even terrifying prospect, for in a world that is constantly telling us that our worth, our happiness, our success is dependent on the opinions and actions of others, the very idea of turning inward and placing our trust in our own inner guidance can seem like an impossibly steep climb. But my friends, I'm here to tell you that the rewards of this journey, the profound and lasting transformation that awaits you on the other side, are worth every single step. Because when you commit yourself fully to the pursuit of your own highest vision, when you become the sole driving force behind your own evolution, you unlock a level of personal power, of self-trust, and of unshakable self-belief that can never be taken away from you. You see, the truth is that we live in a world that is constantly trying to keep us small, to confine us within the boundaries of what's acceptable or safe. And when we allow ourselves to be shaped and defined by the expectations and judgments of others, we inevitably end up compromising our true essence, our deepest desires, and our most profound potential. But when you choose to focus on yourself, when you become the sole architect of your own reality, something miraculous begins to happen. You start to see the world and your place in it through an entirely new lens. The old limitations and constraints that once seemed so insurmountable start to fade away, replaced by a sense of empowerment, of possibility, and of infinite potential. Suddenly, the path forward becomes clear. The obstacles that once seemed so daunting start to melt away like snow in the sun, and you find yourself tapping into a wellspring of creativity, of vision, and of unstoppable determination that you never even knew existed. And as you continue to walk this path, as you deepen your commitment to your own personal growth and transformation, you begin to see the ripple effects of your actions spreading out, touching the lives of those around you in ways that you never could have imagined. Because you see, my friends, when you focus on yourself, when you become the sole driving force behind your own evolution, you don't just transform your own reality. You transform the very fabric of the world around you. You become a beacon of inspiration, a living, breathing example of what is possible when we dare to break free from the limitations of our own conditioning and step into the fullness of our own potential. And as others witness your journey, as they see the incredible power and clarity that comes from self-mastery, they can't help but be inspired to follow in your footsteps. They see the way you have navigated the challenges and obstacles along the way you have refused to be deterred by the naysayers and the doubters. And they realize that they too have the power to create the kind of life that they've always dreamed of. This, my friends, is the true magic, the true power. Because when you become the sole architect of your own reality, when you commit yourself fully to the pursuit of your highest vision, you unlock a level of personal transformation, of creative expression, and of lasting impact that can never be matched by the opinions or actions of others. You see, the truth is that we live in a world that is constantly trying to shape us, to mold us into something that we're not. And when we allow ourselves to be defined by the expectations and judgments of those around us, we inevitably end up compromising our true essence, our deepest desires, and our most profound potential. But when you choose to focus on yourself, when you become the sole driving force behind your own evolution, you start to see the world and your place in it through an entirely new lens. The old limitations and constraints that once seemed so insurmountable start to fade away. You're placed by a sense of empowerment, of possibility, and of infinite potential. And as you continue to deepen your commitment to your own personal growth and transformation, you begin to see the ripple effects of your actions spreading out, touching the lives of those around you in ways that you never could have imagined. You become a beacon of inspiration, a living, breathing example of what is possible when we dare to break free from the limitations of our own conditioning and step into the fullness of our own potential. This, my friends, is the true power, the true magic. Because when you become the sole architect of your own reality, when you commit yourself fully to the pursuit of your highest vision, you unlock a level of personal transformation, of creative expression, and of lasting impact that can never be matched by the opinions or actions of others. And let me tell you, the feeling of tapping into that power, the feeling of taking full responsibility for your own life and your own dreams is unlike anything else. Because in that moment, you realize that you are not just a passive observer in the grand scheme of things, but an active creator. You become the master of your own fate, the captain of your own ship, and the driving force behind your own evolution. And as you continue to push the boundaries of what's possible, as you continue to challenge yourself and demand more from yourself, you'll find that the world starts to open up before you, revealing a vast landscape of possibilities that you never even knew existed. Doors start to open, opportunities start to present themselves, and the once insurmountable obstacles that stood in your way start to melt away like snow in the sun. Because you see, my friends, when you focus on yourself, when you become the sole driving force behind your own transformation, you don't just change your own reality, you change the very fabric of the world around you. You become a beacon of inspiration, a living, breathing example of what is possible when we dare to break free from the limitations of our own conditioning and step into the fullness of our own potential. And as others witness your journey, as they see the incredible power and clarity that comes from self-mastery, they can't help but be inspired to follow in your footsteps. This, my friends, is the true power, the true magic of focusing on yourself. Because when you commit yourself fully to the pursuit of your own highest vision, when you become the sole architect of your own reality, you unlock a level of personal transformation, of creative expression, and of lasting impact that can never be matched by the opinions or actions of others. You see, the truth is that we live in a world that is constantly trying to keep us small, to confine us within the boundaries of what's acceptable or safe. When we allow ourselves to be shaped and defined by the expectations and judgments of others, we inevitably end up compromising our true essence, our deepest desires, and our most profound potential. But when you choose to focus on yourself, when you become the sole driving force behind your own evolution, something miraculous begins to happen. You start to see the world and your place in it through an entirely new lens. The old limitations and constraints that once seemed so insurmountable start to fade away, replaced by a sense of empowerment, of possibility, and of infinite potential. Suddenly, the path forward becomes clear. The obstacles that once seemed so daunting start to melt away like snow in the sun, and you find yourself tapping into a wellspring of creativity, of vision, and of unstoppable determination that you never even knew existed. And as you continue to walk this path, as you deepen your commitment to your own personal growth and transformation, you begin to see the ripple effects of your actions spreading out, touching the lives of those around you in ways that you never could have imagined. Because you see, my friends, when you focus on yourself, when you become the sole driving force behind your own evolution, you don't just transform your own reality. You just transform the very fabric of the world around you. You become a beacon of inspiration, a living, breathing example of what is possible when we dare to break free from the limitations of our own conditioning and step into the fullness of our own potential. And as others witness your journey, as they see the incredible power and clarity that comes from self-mastery, they can't help but be inspired to follow in your footsteps. They see the way you have navigated the challenges and obstacles along the way you have refused to be deterred by the naysayers and the doubters. And they realize that they too have the power to create the kind of life that they've always dreamed of. This, my friends, is the true magic, the true power. Because when you become the sole architect of your own reality, when you commit yourself fully to the pursuit of your highest vision, you unlock a level of personal transformation, of creative expression, and of lasting impact that can never be matched by the opinions or actions of others. You see, the truth is that we live in a world that is constantly trying to shape us, to mold us into something that we're not. And when we allow ourselves to be defined by the expectations and judgments of those around us, we inevitably end up compromising our true essence, our deepest desires, and our most profound potential. But when you choose to focus on yourself, when you become the sole driving force behind your own evolution, you start to see the world and your place in it through an entirely new lens. The old limitations and constraints that once seemed so insurmountable start to fade away, replaced by a sense of empowerment, of possibility, and of infinite. And as you continue to deepen your commitment to your own personal growth and transformation, you begin to see the ripple effects of your actions spreading out, touching the lives of those around you in ways you never could have imagined. You become a beacon of inspiration, a living, breathing example of what is possible when we dare to break free from the limitations of our own conditioning and step into the fullness of our own potential. This, my friends, is the true power, the true magic, the focusing. Because when you become the sole architect of your own reality, when you commit yourself fully to the pursuit of your highest vision, you unlock a level of personal transformation, of creative expression, and of lasting impact that can never be matched by the opinions or actions of others. And let me tell you, the feeling of tapping into that power, the feeling of taking full responsibility for your own life and your own dreams is unlike anything else. Because in that moment, you realize that you are not just a passive observer in the grand scheme of things, but an active creator, a shaper of your own destiny. You become the master of your own fates, the captain of your own ship, and the driving force behind your own evolution. And as you continue to push the boundaries of what's possible, as you continue to challenge yourself and demand more from yourself, you'll find that the world starts to open up before you, revealing a vast landscape of possibilities that you never even knew existed. Doors start to open, opportunities start to present themselves, and the once insurmountable obstacles that stood in your way start to melt away like snow in the sun. Because you see, my friends, when you focus on yourself, when you become the sole driving force behind your own transformation, you don't just change your own reality, you change the very fabric of the world around you. You become a beacon of inspiration, a living, breathing example of what is possible when we dare to break free from the limitations of our own conditioning and step into the fullness of our own potential. And as others witness your journey, as they see the incredible power and clarity that comes from self-mastery, they can't help but be inspired to follow in your footstep. This, my friends, is the true power, the true magic. Because when you commit yourself fully to the pursuit of your own highest vision, when you become the sole architect of your own reality, you unlock a level of personal transformation, of creative expression, and of lasting impact that can never be matched by the opinions or actions of others. You see, the truth is that we live in a world that is constantly trying to keep us small, to confine us within the boundaries of what's acceptable or safe. And when we allow ourselves to be shaped and defined by the expectations and judgments of others, we inevitably end up compromising our true essence, our deepest desires, and our most profound potential. But when you choose to focus on yourself, when you become the sole driving force behind your own evolution, something miraculous begins to happen. You start to see the world and your place in it through an entirely new lens. The old limitations and constraints that once seemed so insurmountable start to fade away, replaced by a sense of empowerment, of possibility, and of infinite potential. Suddenly, the path forward becomes clear. The obstacles that once seemed so daunting start to melt away like snow in the sun. And you find yourself tapping into a wellspring of creativity, of vision, and of unstoppable determination that you never even knew existed. And as you continue to walk this path, as you deepen your commitment to your own personal growth and transformation, you begin to see the ripple effects of your actions spreading out, touching the lives of those around you in ways that you never could have imagined. Because you see, my friends, when you focus on yourself, when you become the sole driving force behind your own evolution, you don't just transform your own reality. You transform the very fabric of the world around you. You become a beacon of inspiration, a living, breathing example of what is possible when we dare to break free from the limitations of our own conditioning and step into the fullness of our own potential. And as others witness your journey, as they see the incredible power and clarity that comes from self-mastery, they can't help but be inspired to follow in your footsteps. They see the way you have navigated the challenges and obstacles along the way you have refused to be deterred by the naysayers and the doubters. And they realize that they too have the power to create the kind of life that they've always dreamed of. This, my friends, is the true magic, true power, all focusing on yourself. Because when you become the sole architect of your own reality, when you commit yourself fully to the pursuit of your highest vision, you unlock a level of personal transformation, of creative expression, and of lasting impact that can never be matched by the opinions or actions of others. You see, the truth is that we live in a world that is constantly trying to shape us, to mold us into something that we're not. And when we allow ourselves to be defined by the expectations and judgments of those around us, we inevitably end up compromising our true essence, our deepest desires, and our most profound potential. But when you choose to focus on yourself, When you become the sole driving force behind your own evolution, you start to see the world and your place in it through an entirely new lens. The old limitations and constraints that once seemed so insurmountable start to fade away, replaced by a sense of empowerment, of possibility, and of infinite potential. And as you continue to deepen your commitment to your own personal growth and transformation, you begin to see the ripple effects of your actions spreading out, touching the lives of those around you in ways that you never could have imagined. You become a beacon of inspiration, a living, breathing example of what is possible when we dare to break free from the limitations of our own conditioning and step into the fullness of our own potential. This, my friends, is the true power, the true magic of focusing on yourself. Because when you become the sole architect of your own reality, when you commit yourself fully to the pursuit of your highest vision, you unlock a level of personal transformation, of creative expression, and of lasting impact that can never be matched by the opinions or actions of others. And let me tell you, the feeling of tapping into that power, the feeling of taking full responsibility for your own life and your own dreams is unlike anything else. Because in that moment, you realize that you are not just a passive observer in the grand scheme of things, but an active creator, a shaper of your own destiny. So embrace the power focusing on yourself. My friends, embrace the magic, the limitless potential, and the profound personal transformation that awaits you on the other side. And know that as you walk this path, you are not just changing your own life. My dear friends, we gather here to explore the profound concept of fixing your vision, a topic that transcends mere physical sight and delves into the very essence of your being and your power to create reality. As we embark on this journey together, I ask you to open your minds and hearts to a truth that may at first seem strange or even impossible. For what I am about to share with you is not based on the limited perceptions of your physical senses, but on the eternal truth of your divine nature. You see, my dear friends, your vision is not merely what you perceive with your eyes. It is not limited to the physical world around you. No, your true vision is far more potent, far more magnificent than that. Your vision is the lens through which you perceive and create your entire reality. It is the source of your experiences, your circumstances, and indeed your very life. Now, you may wonder, Neil, how can this be? How can my vision create my reality? To understand this, we must first grasp a fundamental truth. The world you see around you, the circumstances of your life, are not external to you. They are not separate from you. They are, in fact, projections of your consciousness, manifestations of your inner state. This may seem a bold claim, but I assure you, it is the absolute truth. The great mystical traditions have known this for millennia, and now even modern science is beginning to catch up to this ancient wisdom. Your consciousness, your awareness, is the one and only reality. Everything else, the world, your body, your circumstances, are but shadows cast by the light of your consciousness. So when we speak of fixing your vision, we are not talking about correcting your eyesight or changing what you see in the physical world. We are talking about something far more profound. We are talking about aligning your inner vision, your imagination, with the desires of your heart. We're talking about harnessing the creative power of your consciousness to shape your reality according to your will. Now, I can sense that some of you may be skeptical. You may be thinking, but Wayne, I've tried positive thinking. I've tried visualizing what I want, and yet my life remains unchanged. My dear friends, if this is your experience, it is because you have not truly understood the nature of your vision and how to use it. You see, merely thinking positive thoughts or creating mental pictures is not enough. To truly fix your vision and harness its creative power, you must enter into the state of the wish fulfilled. You must feel the reality of your desire with every fiber of your being. You must live from the end experiencing the joy, the satisfaction, the fulfillment of your desire as if it were already accomplished. This, my friends, is the secret of manifestation. This is the key to fixing your vision and creating the life you truly desire. It is not about forcing change in the external world. It is about changing your inner state, your consciousness, and allowing the outer world to conform to this new inner reality. Let me give you an example to illustrate this principle. Imagine a man who desires financial abundance. He may spend his days worrying about money, constantly checking his bank balance, feeling the stress and anxiety of lack. This is his vision, a vision of scarcity and want. And so this is the reality he creates and experiences. Now imagine this same man decides to fix his vision. Instead of focusing on lack, he begins to feel the joy and security of financial abundance. He walks through his day feeling prosperous, generous, free from financial. He does not pretend or lie to himself. No, he enters so fully into this state that it becomes his reality and consciousness. What happens then? The outer world, which is but a shadow of his consciousness, begins to rearrange itself to match this new inner state. Opportunities for financial growth appear. Unexpected income arrives. His relationship with money transforms, not because he forced these changes, but because he changed the cause, his inner state, his vision. This, my dear friends, is the power you hold within you. This is the creative force of your consciousness, the divine power of your imagination. And it is not limited to financial matters. This same principle applies to every aspect of your life, your relationships, your health, your career, your spiritual growth. Whatever you can imagine and feel is real. You can manifest in your world. But here's where many stumble. They try to use their imagination as a tool to change things in the world. They visualize and affirm, all the while looking to the outside for results. This is backward, you see. Your imagination is not a tool to change the world. Your imagination is the very substance of the world. When you truly grasp this, when you understand that the world is within you, not you within the world, then you will have discovered the secret of fixing your vision. For then you will know that to change your world, you need only change your imagination. Now, some of you may be wondering, but Wayne, how do I do this? How do I change my imagination, my inner vision? The answer, my friends, is through the art of assumption. You must assume the feeling of your wish fulfilled. You must enter so fully into the state of your desire that it feels more real to you than the evidence of your physical senses. This requires practice. Yes, it requires discipline of mind and emotion. But most of all, it requires faith. Not blind faith in some external power, but faith in the creative power of your own consciousness. Faith that what you can conceive and believe, you can achieve. Let me share with you a technique that I have found immensely powerful in fixing one's vision. I call it revision. At the end of each day before you sleep, close your eyes and replay the events of your day. But here's the key. Revise them. See them not as they were, but as you wish they had been. Did you have a disagreement with a loved one? In your imagination, revise it. See the conversation going smoothly. Feel the love and understanding between you. Did you face a challenge at work? Revise it. See yourself handling the situation with confidence and ease. Feel the satisfaction of a job well done. As you practice this, you are quite literally rewriting your past. And in doing so, you are changing your present and future. Remember, time is but a concept in the human mind. In the realm of consciousness, all is now. By revising your day, you are fixing your vision, not just of the past, but of your entire life. Now, I can hear some of you thinking, but Wayne, isn't this just fantasy? Isn't this denying reality? My dear friends, what you call reality is but the fruit of past assumptions. It is the shadow cast by your previous states of consciousness. By revising, by assuming a new state, you are not denying reality. Remember, the outer world is dead. It has no life of its own. It is your consciousness that animates it, that gives it meaning and form. So when you revise, when you imagine things as you wish they were, you are not escaping reality. You are fulfilling your divine role as a creator of reality. This brings us to a crucial point in understanding how to fix your vision. You must grasp, truly grasp, that you are not a helpless creature befitted by external forces. You are the operant power in your world. You are the God of your universe. This may sound blasphemous to some, but I assure you, for what is God but the creative power of the universe? And where does this power reside? Not in some distant heaven, my friends. It resides within you. It is your very consciousness, your awareness. When you say, I am, you are invoking the name of God. For I am is the creative power of the universe, and you are that I am. Now, this is a profound responsibility, for it means that you and you alone are responsible for your life experience. There's no one to blame, no external force to credit or fault. Your life is the perfect reflection of your states of consciousness, of your vision. But oh, what freedom this brings. For if you are the creator of your reality, then you have the power to create anew. You have the power to fix your vision, to align it with your deepest desires, and to manifest a life of joy, abundance, and fulfillment. So how do we put this into practice? How do we fix our vision in a way that transforms our lives? It begins with clarity. You must be crystal clear about what you desire. Big wishes and half-formed ideas will not do. You must know exactly what you want to experience, to be, to have. Once you have clarity, you must then capture the feeling of your desire fulfilled. This is crucial, my friends. It is not enough to picture your desire in your mind. You must feel it. Feel the joy, the satisfaction, the peace that comes with its fulfillment. For it is the feeling that is the secret of creation. It is the feeling that impresses your subconscious mind and sets in motion to the forces of manifestation. Now, as you cultivate this feeling, you must persist. This is where many falter. They glimpse their desire in imagination, feel it for a moment, and then return to their habitual state of consciousness. But to truly fix your vision, to create lasting change, you must persist in your new state until it becomes your dominant state of consciousness. Think of it like this. Your current life circumstances are the result of your habitual state of consciousness, your old vision. To change these circumstances, you must change your habitual state. You must make your new vision, your desired state, more familiar to you than your current reality. This requires mental discipline. It requires you to turn away from the evidence of your senses when they contradict your desire. It requires you to live from your imagination rather than your memory, for your memory only perpetuates the old. It is your imagination that creates the new. Let me give you a practical example. Suppose you desire a loving relationship, but your current experience is one of loneliness. To fix your vision, you would need to capture the feeling of being in that loving relationship. Feel the warmth of your lover's embrace. Feel the joy of shared laughter. Feel the deep sense of connection and understanding. Now, your senses may tell you that you are alone. Your memory may remind you of past heartbreaks. But if you are to fix your vision, you must turn away from these. You must persist in the feeling of your wish fulfilled, making it more real to you than your physical reality. As you do this, you will begin to notice changes. Perhaps you'll feel more confident, more open to connection. Perhaps you'll find yourself in situations where you can meet potential partners. Perhaps existing relationships will deepen and transform. These are all signs that your vision is beginning to manifest. There's a crucial point. Do not look for signs. Do not constantly check to see if your desire is manifesting, for in doing so, you're affirming its absence. Instead, continue to live from the state of your wish fulfilled. Continue to feel its reality, regardless of external circumstances. This brings us to another important aspect of fixing your vision. Detachment. You must detach from the how and the when of your desire's fulfillment. Your job is not to manipulate external circumstances. Your job is simply to maintain the state of consciousness, the vision of your wish fulfilled. The how and when are not your concern. They belong to what I call the law, the miraculous workings of the universe. They bring about the manifestation of your desire. Trust in this law. Have faith that once you have fixed your vision, once you have fully assumed the state of your wish fulfilled, the outer world must and will conform to this inner reality. Now, some of you may be wondering about the role of action in all of this. Surely you might think we must do something to bring about our desires. And you are right, action does play a role. But it is inspired action, action that flows naturally from your new state of consciousness. When you have truly fixed your vision, when you are living from the state of your wish fulfilled, you will find yourself naturally taking actions that align with this state. You won't have to force it. You won't have to struggle or strain. The right actions will occur to you. And you will find yourself effortlessly following through. This is the difference between action born of lack and action born of fulfillment. When you act from a state of lack, trying to get something you don't have, your actions are often strained and ineffective. But when you act from a state of fulfillment, already feeling that you are or have what you desire, your actions are inspired and powerful. Your actions are inspired and powerful. Let me share with you a personal experience to illustrate this point. Many years ago, I desired to become a successful author and lecturer, sharing these truths with the world. But at the time, I was unknown, with no connections in the publishing world. Instead of focusing on these seeming obstacles, I fixed my vision. I assumed the feeling of being a successful author and lecturer. I would fall asleep each night feeling the satisfaction of having shared my message with eager audiences. I would walk through my days feeling the quiet confidence of a respected teacher. And do you know what happened? Opportunities began to present themselves. I felt inspired to write, and the words flowed effortlessly. I found myself in situations where I could share these ideas with others. Gradually, my outer world aligned with my inner vision. Not because I forced it, but because I had fixed my vision and lived from that state. This, my dear friends, is the power you hold within you. This is the creative force of your consciousness, and it is available to you at every moment. Now, I want to address a common concern that arises when people begin to work with these principles. Many worry that by focusing on their desires, by seeking to create their reality, they are somehow being selfish or ignoring the needs of others. Nothing could be further from the truth. But when you fix your vision, when you align with your highest desires and live from a state of fulfillment, you become a blessing to everyone around you. You radiate joy, peace, and abundance. You inspire others by your example, and you are in a much better position to help others when you are coming from a place of fullness rather than lack. Moreover, as you work with these principles, as you begin to understand the true nature of consciousness and reality, you will discover a profound truth. There is no other. We are all one consciousness, individualized into seemingly separate forms. When you elevate your consciousness, when you fix your vision on higher states of being, you are uplifting all of humanity. This understanding leads us to another crucial aspect of fixing your vision, the importance of your concept of self. For your vision of the world and your vision of yourself are inextricably linked. You cannot sustain a vision of abundance, love, and success if you hold a concept of yourself as unworthy or incapable. Therefore, as you work on fixing your vision of your outer world, you must also work on your vision of yourself. You must assume the state of being the person who would naturally have and experience what you desire. This is not about pretending or faking. It's about recognizing and embodying your true nature as a divine, creative being. For instance, if you desire financial abundance, You must become in consciousness the type of person who naturally experiences financial abundance. How does such a person think? How do they feel? How do they carry themselves? Assume this state, embody it fully, and you will find your outer world reshaping itself to match this new self-concept. This principle applies to every area of your life. Whatever you desire to be, do, all have. Assume the state of being the person who already is, does, or has it. Live from that state, think that state. Feel from that state. This is what it means to truly fix your vision. Now, I want to address another common stumbling block that many encounter on this path. Often, when people begin to work with these principles, they become discouraged when they don't see immediate results. They fix their vision for a day or a week, and when their world doesn't instantly transform, they give up, believing it doesn't work. My dear friends, remember this. The seed must be planted before the harvest can be reaped. When you plant a seed in the ground, you don't dig it up every day to check if it's growing. You trust in the unseen processes of nature to bring forth the plant in due season. This is the same with the seeds you plant in your consciousness. When you fix your vision, when you assume a new state of being, you are planting a seed in the fertile soil of your subconscious mind. Trust that it is growing, even when you cannot yet see the results in your outer world. Moreover, understand that time is a concept of the human mind. In the realm of consciousness, where all creation takes place, there is only the eternal now. Your desire is already fulfilled in the realm of consciousness. Your task is to align your awareness with this truth, to live from the state of fulfillment, regardless of what your senses tell you. This brings us to the concept of what I call living in the end. To truly fix your vision, you must learn to live as though your desire were already fulfilled. This means thinking the thoughts, feeling the emotions, and even taking the actions that would naturally flow from the state of having your desire realized. For example, if your vision is of robust health, you would live as though you were already in perfect health. You would think the thoughts of a healthy person, feel the vitality and energy of perfect health, make choices aligned with maintaining excellent health. You do this not to make it happen, but because in consciousness it has already happened. This may seem challenging at first, especially when your current circumstances seem to contradict your desire. But remember, your circumstances are but shadows of past states of consciousness as you persist in your new state. As you consistently live from the end, your outer world must and will conform to this new inner. Now let's delve deeper into the practical application of fixing your vision. One powerful technique I often recommend is what I call the simple method. Before you sleep each night, enter into a state of deep relaxation. Then, with your eyes closed, construct a simple scene that implies the fulfillment of your desire. It could be a congratulatory handshake, the scene of you enjoying your new home, or any short symbolic representation of your wish fulfilled. Replay this scene over and over in your mind, feeling its reality until you drift off to sleep. As you do this night after night, you are impressing your subconscious mind with the reality of your desire, fixing your vision at the deepest level of your being. Remember, my dear friends, that fixing your vision is not a one-time event. It is a continual process, a way of life. It requires vigilance over your thoughts and feelings, a constant choosing of the state you wish to embody. As you persist, as you make this new vision, your habitual state of consciousness, you will find that it becomes effortless. You will naturally think, feel, and act from the state of your wish fulfilled, and your outer world will reflect this inner state with ever-increasing fidelity. In closing, I urge you to take this knowledge and apply it in your life. Fix your vision not on what has been or what seems to be, but on what you desire to be. Live from that vision, embody it fully, and watch as the miraculous creative power of your consciousness transforms your world. For you are the operant power. You are the God of your universe, and all things are possible to you. Go forth, fix your vision, and create the life you truly desire. Remember always, I invite you to open your minds and hearts to a reality far greater than what your physical senses perceive. So tonight we shall delve into the depths of your being, where the seeds of all creation are sound, the intricate interplay between your mind, body, and soul. Let us begin by understanding the nature of your mind. Your mind, my dear friends, is not confined to the gray matter within your skull. It is a vast, limitless realm that extends far beyond the boundaries of your physical form. It is the canvas upon which all your experiences are painted, the stage upon which the drama of your life unfolds. Your mind is the very foundation of your existence, the soil in which all your experiences, all your circumstances, all your relationships take root and flourish. Now you might wonder, Nabal, how do we harness the power of our minds? How do we direct this incredible force to create the life we desire? The answer, my dear friends, lies in the art of focused attention. Your mind, you see, is like a magnifying glass. Whatever you focus upon consistently with emotion and conviction becomes magnified in your experience. Consider for a moment the difference between a scattered, unfocused mind and one that is laser-focused on a specific goal or desire. The scattered mind, jumping from thought to thought, like a butterfly flitting from flower to flower, creates a reality that is equally scattered and unfocused. But the focused mind, like a powerful laser beam, cuts through the illusions of the physical world and shapes reality according to its vision. This, my friends, is why it's of utmost importance to be vigilant about where you place your mental focus. Are you focusing on your problems, your limitations, your fears? Or are you directing your mental energy towards your desires, your aspirations, your highest vision for yourself? Remember, where your attention goes, energy flows. And where energy flows, reality grows. But here's a crucial point that so many miss. It's not enough to simply think about your desires. You must feel them. Experience them in your imagination as if they were already real. For your subconscious mind, which is the builder of your reality, does not differentiate between what you vividly imagine and what you physically experience. When you focus your mind on your desired reality, seeing it clearly in your mind's eye, feeling emotions associated with its fulfillment, you are literally impressing this reality upon your subconscious mind. And your subconscious mind, being the faithful servant that it is, then works tirelessly to bring this impression into your physical experience. Now let us turn our attention to your body. Your body, my dear listeners, is not a mere physical shell housing your consciousness. It is a living temple, a miraculous instrument through which you experience and interact with the world around you. Your body is the bridge between your inner world of thoughts and feelings and the outer world of physical experience. Many people make the mistake of viewing their body as separate from their mind and soul. They treat it as a machine, fueling it with food, exercising it, and then wondering why it doesn't perform as they wish. But I tell you that your body is an extension of your mind and soul. It is a physical manifestation of your thoughts, beliefs, and emotions. Every cell in your body is listening to your thoughts, responding to your emotions, aligning itself with your beliefs. When you focus your mind on health, vitality, and well-being, your body responds accordingly. When you visualize yourself as strong, fit, and energetic, your body begins to align with this mental image. But it goes even deeper than this. Your body is not just responding to your conscious thoughts, but to the deep-seated beliefs held in your subconscious mind. This is why it's crucial to examine and revise your beliefs about your body. Do you believe that aging must bring decline and disease? Do you believe that your body is fragile and prone to illness? These beliefs held in the subconscious mind will manifest in your physical experience regardless of your conscious desires for health and vitality. The key to transforming your body lies in transforming your mind. As you focus your mind on the protection of your body, as you hold in your imagination the image of yourself in perfect health and vitality, you are literally reshaping your physical form from the inside out. Your cells, your organs, your entire physical system begins to align with this mental image. But remember, my friends, this is not about forcing or struggling. It's not about battling against your body or trying to whip it into shape through sheer willpower. Instead, it's about aligning your mind, your imagination, and your emotions with the state of perfect health and vitality. It's about loving your body, appreciating its miraculous nature, and allowing it to express its innate perfection. As you focus on your body in this way, you'll begin to notice subtle changes. You might find yourself naturally drawn to healthier foods or feeling inspired to move your body in ways that bring you joy. You might notice aches and pains diminishing, energy levels increasing, a general sense of well-being permitting your physical experience. These are not coincidences, my friends. They are the natural result of aligning your mind and body with the perfection that is your true nature. Now let us delve into the most profound aspect of your being, your soul. Your soul, my dear listeners, is not some negligent ethereal concept. It is the very essence of who you are. It is your connection to the infinite. The divine spark within you that is one with the creative power of the universe. Your soul is not separate from your mind and body. Rather, it permeates every aspect of your being. It is the animating force that gives life to your body and consciousness to your mind. When you focus on your soul, you are focusing on your true self, your divine nature. Many people go through life unaware of their soul, caught up in the dramas and the physical world. They identify solely with their body and their thoughts, forgetting the infinite, eternal nature of their true self. But I tell you this, awakening to your soul nature is the key to true freedom, true peace, true fulfillment. When you focus on your soul, you begin to see beyond the limitations of the physical world. You recognize that you are not bound by your circumstances, your past experiences, or even your physical form. You realize that you are a limitless being capable of creating any reality you can conceive. But how do we focus on something as intangible as the soul? The answer lies in stillness, in silence, in turning your attention inward, in the quiet moments when you silence the chatter of your mind and the demands of your body. You can begin to sense the presence of your soul. It's a feeling of expansiveness, of peace, of connection to something far greater than your individual self. As you practice focusing on your soul, you'll begin to experience life from a new perspective. The dramas and challenges of daily life no longer seem so overwhelming. You start to see them as opportunities for growth, for expansion, for expressing more of your divine nature. You begin to make decisions from a place of inner wisdom, rather than fear or external pressure. Moreover, you align with your soul nature, you naturally begin to align with the universal laws that govern all of creation. You find yourself in the right place at the right time, attracting experiences and relationships for your highest good. You begin to live in a state of flow, where life unfolds with ease and grace. Now, my dear friends, let us explore how these three aspired body and soul work together to create a job. Imagine if you were a triangle. At one point is your mind, at another your body, and a third your soul. This triangle represents the totality of your being. When all 3 points are in alignment, we are focusing equally on mind, body, and soul. You experience a state of perfect harmony, of divine balance. But what happens when we neglect one aspect of our being? Let's say we focus solely on the mind, pursuing intellectual knowledge and mental stimulation while neglecting our physical health and spiritual well-being. We might find ourselves mentally sharp but physically drained and spiritually empty. Or perhaps we focus exclusively on the body, pursuing physical perfection, while neglecting our mental and spiritual growth. We might achieve a fit physique, but feel unfulfilled and disconnected from our true purpose. The key, my friends, is to maintain a balanced focus on all three aspects of your being. As you nurture your mind with positive thoughts and empowering beliefs, as you care for your body with love and appreciation, as you connect with your soul through stillness and inner reflection, you create a harmonious, integrated state of being. From this state of balance, you become a powerful creator capable of manifesting your desires with ease and grace. Let us now explore some practical ways to focus on each aspect of your being. For the mind, I encourage you to be vigilant about your thoughts. Watch them as an attached observer would, noticing without judgment the patterns and habits of your thinking. When you catch yourself in negative or limiting thoughts, gently redirect your focus to what you want to experience. Practice visualizations, seeing clearly in your mind's eye the reality you wish to create. Feel the emotions associated with the fulfillment of your desires. For the body, I invite you to develop a deep appreciation for this miraculous vehicle and habit. Speak to your body with love and gratitude. Visualize it in a state of perfect health and vitality. When you eat, do so with consciousness as blessing your food and imagining it nourishing every cell of your body. Move your body in ways that bring you joy, not as a chore or punishment, but as a celebration of life. For the soul, create moments of stillness in your day. Practice meditation, not as a technique to be mastered, but as an opportunity to commune with your higher self. In these quiet moments, turn your attention inward, beyond your thoughts and physical sensations, to the vast, peaceful presence that is your true nature. As you go about your day, strive to maintain an awareness of this inner presence, letting it guide your actions and decisions. As you focus on integrating mind, body, and soul, you may encounter resistors. Old habits of thought and behavior may try to reassert themselves. Doubts may arise questioning the reality of your soul or the power of your mind to shape your experience. This is natural, my friends. These are simply the old patterns fighting for survival. When you encounter this resistor, do not fight against it. Fighting only gives it more power. Instead, observe it with attachment and compassion. Recognize it for what it is, the dying gasp of old, limiting beliefs. Then gently but firmly redirect your focus to your new, empowering vision of yourself. Remember, my dear listeners, that this integration of mind, body, and soul is not a destination to be reached, but a journey to be lived. For it is a moment-by-moment choice to align with your highest self, to live from a place of balance and harmony. There will be times when you feel perfectly aligned, and times when you feel off balance. This is all part of the journey. The key is to keep returning your focus to this integration, to keep choosing alignment over and again. As you persist in this practice, you will begin to notice profound changes in your life. You may find that challenges, which once seemed insurmountable, now appear as a marriage of opportunities for growth. You may notice synchronicities and coincidences occurring more frequently, guiding you towards your desires. You may experience a deep sense of peace and fulfillment, regardless of external circumstances. But perhaps the most profound change will be in your relationship with yourself. As you focus on integrating mind, body, and soul, you develop a deep love and appreciation for all aspects of your being. You begin to see yourself as you truly are, a divine being having a human experience, a creator shaping through the power of your consciousness. This self-love, this self-appreciation becomes the foundation for all your experiences in the world. For how can you truly love others if you do not first love yourself? How can you appreciate the beauty of the world if you do not first appreciate the beauty within you? As you cultivate this loving relationship with yourself, you'll find that your external world begins to mirror this inner state. You attract loving relationships, fulfilling experiences, and abundant opportunities. Now, my friends, I want to address a question that often arises when discussing the integration of mind, body, and soul. Many ask, Wayne, how do I maintain this focus in the face of life's best challenges? How do I stay centered when the world around me seems chaotic? To this, I say the challenges and chaos you perceive in the outer world are reflections of inner states of consciousness. When you maintain your focus on the integration of mind, body, and soul, you create an inner state of harmony that must, by law, be reflected in your outer experience. The key is to remember that you are not at the mercy of external circumstances. You are the creator of your reality. When faced with challenges, return your focus to this inner harmony. See the challenge not as a problem to be solved, but as an opportunity to express more of your divine nature. Use your mind to reframe the situation, seeing the blessing hidden within it. Use your body as an anchor, staying present in the moment rather than getting lost in worry about the future or regret about the past. Connect with your soul, drawing upon the infinite wisdom and power that is your true nature. As you practice this, you'll find that you become like a rock in the midst of a storm, steady, unmoved, at peace, regardless of what's happening around you. This doesn't mean you become passive or indifferent. On the contrary, you become more effective in your actions because they come from a place of inner calm and clarity rather than fear or reactivity. My dear friends, as we near the conclusion of our discussion, I want to emphasize a point of utmost importance. The power to focus on your mind, body, and soul is not some external force that you need to acquire or develop. It is your very nature. It is who you are at the core of your being. You are a divine being, possessing infinite potential, expressing yourself through the vehicle of your human form. When you focus on integrating mind, body, and soul, you are simply remembering your true nature. You are aligning yourself with the fundamental creative force of existence. This is why this practice is so powerful. It is not about becoming something you're not, but about recognizing and expressing what you truly are. So, my dear friends, as you go forth from this place, carrying this knowledge with you, I urge you to maintain your focus on the integration of mind, body, and soul. Recognize the immense power you wield when these three aspects of your being are in harmony. Use this power wisely. Use it lovingly. Use it to create a life that reflects your highest vision for yourself and for the world. Begin each day with a conscious focus on all three aspects of your being. As you wake, before your feet touch the floor, take a moment to center yourself. Bring your attention to your mind, setting positive intentions for the day. Focus on your body, feeling gratitude for its miraculous nature. Connect with your soul, recognizing the divine presence within you. Throughout your day, be mindful of maintaining this integration. When you find yourself caught up in mental chatter, gently bring your attention back to your body, feeling your breath, sensing your physical presence. When you notice tension or discomfort in your body, use your mind to send loving thoughts to that area and connect with your soul for healing energy. When you feel disconnected or lost, turn inward to the quiet presence of your soul, letting it guide you back to balance. As you interact with others, do so from this place of integration. Let your words be a reflection of your highest thoughts. Let your actions be an expression of your soul's wisdom. Let your physical presence radiate the vitality of being. In doing so, you not only transform your own life, but you inspire and uplift those around you. And as you retire for the night, take a moment to reflect on your day. Acknowledge the moments when you maintain your focus on mind, body, and soul integration and the positive effects this had on your experiences. If there were moments when you lost this focus, simply observe this without judgment and set the intention to return to integration the next day. Remember, my friends, this focus on mind, body, and soul integration is not a burden or a chore. It is the most natural and most fulfilling way to live. It is your birthright as a divine being. As you consistently maintain this focus, you will find that life becomes more joyful, more peaceful, and more abundant in every way. You will begin to notice changes in every aspect of your life. Your mental state becomes clearer, more positive, more focused on what you want to create rather than what you fear. Your body begins to align with your mental image of health and vitality, functioning with greater ease and energy. Your soul expression becomes more apparent in your life, guiding you towards experiences that fulfill your deepest purpose. These changes may be subtle at first, a shift in your mood, a new insight or inspiration, a harmonious interaction where there was once conflict. Acknowledge these changes, no matter how small, with gratitude, for they are the first fruits of your integrated consciousness, the early manifestations of your alignment with your true nature. And as you notice these changes, let them fuel your commitment to this practice. Let them strengthen your conviction in the power of focusing on mind, body, and soul integration. For this is the law of your being. What you consistently focus on with feeling must objectify itself in your world. But remember, the greatest change, the most profound transformation, will appear within you. As you consistently focus on integrating mind, body, and soul, you are reconditioning your entire being. You are literally rewiring your brain, recalibrating your body's energy systems, and deepening your connection to your soul. You will find yourself naturally thinking more positively, feeling more vibrant, and elaborately more in alignment with your highest self. You will find yourself naturally attracted to people, experiences, and opportunities that support your graded state of being. You will find yourself making decisions from a place of inner wisdom and love, rather than from fear or external pressure. This inner transformation is the real miracle of focusing on mind, body, and soul integration. For as you align these aspects of your being, as you step into the truth of your divine nature, your entire world must reshape itself to match this new inner reality. So, my dear friends, I challenge you to embark on this journey of transformation. Commit to focusing on the integration of your mind, body, and soul consistently, passionately, faithfully. Make it the central practice of your life. Write about it in your journal. Speak about it with like-minded friends. Feel its truth in every fiber of your being. And as you do, watch in awe as your life transforms. Watch as inner peace becomes your natural state, as vitality flows through you effortlessly, as wisdom unwinds your every decision. Watch as you step into the fullness of your divine nature, recognizing yourself as the powerful creator you truly are. For you are a divine being, expressing yourself through the miracle of human form. You are the author of your life story. You are the architect of your reality. Embrace this truth. Live from it and watch as miracles unfold in your life. Go forth, my dear friends, with this knowledge. Use it wisely. Use it lovingly. Use it to create a life that reflects your highest vision. For in doing so, you are not only transforming your own life, but you are contributing to the elevation of all humanity. You are showing others what is possible when we focus on integrating mind, body, and soul. Remember, your focus determines your reality. As you maintain your focus on the integration of mind, body, and soul, you are aligning with the creative power of the universe. You are stepping into your role as a conscious creator, shaping your reality according to your highest vision. You are powerful beyond measure. You are divine. You are the integrated being of mind, body, and soul. Now go and create the life of your dreams, for it is your birthright. It is your nature. It is who you truly are. Thank you, and may your focus on mind, body, and soul integration guide you to the fulfillment of your highest potential.